Hey there, this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Welcome to this edition of Two Anatomy Geeks. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm one anatomy geek, and my fellow anatomy geek, Jill Leary, is actually teaching online for the Soman Institute, the massage therapy school where I used to teach, where I first met Jill 20 years ago. She's doing online education for the school. She'll be joining me on Saturday for episode 2 of this free 4-part series on Two Anatomy Geeks on the shoulder complex. So I just wanted to use this time just to continue to up-level you, to support you, to help educate you so that you come through this stronger, more resilient, and the leader of the industry that our industry needs, that your community needs, and your potential clients need as well. So if you joined us for episode 1, we had over 200 trainers, fit pros that joined us for our live training last week. If you want to sign up for that live training to review part 1, and get signed up for episode 2. I'll put the link in this or next to this video right after I'm done here. And please share it with your like-minded colleagues. This is free information. One of the things I discussed last week on our Facebook Live, or maybe a couple weeks ago, was Janice and I have always committed to health and fitness professionals just like you, especially the ones that work with the general population, the older population, baby boomers and seniors, and individuals struggling with chronic tightness, discomfort, and or the inability to perform at the levels they need to and or want to, because we believe that you are the solution to the healthcare crisis, or I should say a big part of the solution to the healthcare crisis. And it's never more evident than now that you need to help support your clients and educate them on the importance of proper movement, posture, taking care of their bodies so that they can keep their immune system boosted, so they can keep their body moving, so they can be supported and empowered physically, so that way they also are empowered mentally and emotionally. So please take advantage of our education, sign up, and share it with your like-minded colleagues to help us out and get the word out. Last week, in case you missed it, we talked about the Serratus Anterior and the rhomboids and why the Serratus Anterior is so important to the health of the shoulder. Because as we discussed, many of our clients are presenting with a forward shoulder position. On this week's episode, we will talk about the levator scapula. One of those muscles that also pulls the shoulder into this position is the rhomboids, because the rhomboids will bring the shoulder up and back this direction and also contribute to the anterior tilted position because of the angled direction of the rhomboids. The serratus does the exact opposite of that position, as does the upper trapezius, which we'll talk about this coming Saturday as well. So one of the questions that we got, and many people asked, was when I was showing the plank position, and the plank position, or I should say the quadruped iso position that we use and teach our clients here in our clinic. I should say we used to teach them, and we will teach them again, and that we're going to share with you right here, is why do we set up the plank like we do? Is our butt in the air, and why is my hand or my arm in front of my shoulder like this when I'm planking up? Well, one of the things that our clients, or challenges our clients, is when they're planking up, keeping the hand right underneath the shoulder. That's actually a harder position for your clients to control because the Serratus Anterior is in a shorter position. I should say, let me rephrase that. It's actually in a longer position when the arm is directly underneath the shoulder like this. When you bring the shoulder up a little bit, now Serratus Anterior is in a little bit shorter position. It's better position, I should say, is better, the length tension is better to stabilize the thorax on the scapula, or the scapula on the thorax. It's really the thorax on the scapula in that position. The further the arm comes down, so where the shoulder is in direct line with the wrist, the harder it is to control because the muscle is getting longer at that point. Serratus Anterior is at its longest back here, and it's at its shortest up here. So we want to make sure that we're cueing our clients and teaching our clients the right position. I'll demonstrate that in a moment. The other thing that we're very keen on is where the thoracopelvic cylinder is aligned. Most of us have been taught to teach our clients to squeeze the shoulder blades down and back and pull the abs in and tuck under, because that's what creates spinal stability. Well, it may create spinal stability or a stiff and rigid spine position, but it doesn't help create a better controlled position or a better aligned position. And I can tell you one of the biggest things that will drive a lot of low back discomfort, this is a topic for another time, but just to allow you, or just to share with you why we don't teach clients to pull in and tuck under, is tucking under and pulling the abs in. And we've talked about spinal stenosis, and that's why you don't want to teach your clients to do this, because they're already moving into posterior pelvic tilt and lumbar spine flexion. So let me show you how we set up the quadruped iso position, which ultimately will become our push-up position. If you've noticed in my videos, I always begin with proper alignment. So I'll begin with a tall kneeling position. I'm going to align my head, neck, and thoracopelvic cylinder. I'm going to hinge from my hips. The hands go upon the floor with the thumbs facing in towards each other. I'm going to feel as if I'm pulling the floor gently apart this direction. That will engage the external rotators, that will engage across my shoulders and create width across my shoulders and really engage that serratus anterior. Hinging, hands go down. If you notice the hands are in front of my shoulders, I'm not over top of my shoulders, that's the actual progression. So I'm here, I'm in my best and most neutral aligned position, so I'm not here tucked like this. And now from here, it's just lift the pelvis up. So now my head, my shoulders, and my pelvis and my lumbar spine are relatively in my best and most neutral position. Here, I'm going to perform three-dimensional breaths here. Maintaining a nice long spine, checking my neck to make sure I'm not gripping my neck, shoulders aren't coming up, shoulders aren't coming down and together either. So the point is I'm trying to push myself away from the wall, or I should say the floor in this position, and then hold that for 3 counts or 3 breaths. Now, the progression from that is just to move the legs back further. So from here, align that head and neck and thoracopelvic cylinder, hinge. Hands come back into this position, hips come up, legs go back, pelvis is still in the air. Now own this position. Don't let your clients sag like this, but don't let your clients go here either. That's not more optimal than this position. It's just a different variation of non-optimal. And then ultimately this will become your push-up position and anything else you want to do from the plank position. That way you set your client up for success. You teach them posture, because posture is not just an upright standing position. You have to train posture and alignment, optimal alignment and control in a variety of positions. The quadruped plank or quadruped iso is a great position. That will ultimately become the plank position and the push-up position that you'll teach your clients as well. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped explain why we teach the plank the way we do, why the hand is a little bit higher than the shoulder. The progression is to bring the arm, I should say that wrist, in line with the shoulder, and then you make the pattern as challenging as you need to for your client. So if you like this, please let me know. I see some hearts coming through, so thank you so much. I can't really see whose name is on there, but I really appreciate you joining me today and sharing this, again, with your like-minded folks, and sign up for our free 4-part series. Now, I want you to understand that if you've been following us for any length of time, we put out quality education. It's just not like here's a little tidbit and you know, barely applies to your population. No, we give you our best information. In fact, the information we're sharing with you in this 4-part series is what we teach as part of our Integrative Movement Specialist certification, our year-long intensive, our $7,000 program. We're giving this to you now during this time because our goal, like I said, our mission from the time Janice and I started this company is to educate and empower and inspire you to be the leaders of this industry. Please keep doing what you're doing. If we can help you, please let me know. Leave your comments. I will read and answer any comments you leave. Sign up for a training. As you can see, I'm very passionate about sharing this information with you because, again, as someone who's struggled and suffered with bilateral rotator cuff tears, bilateral labral tears, I'm very passionate about the shoulder, and I'm going to share this information with you, the best information I use on myself. My wife, Janice, used with her to solve her chronic 20 years of migraines, and that we use with our clients and patients here in our office. Make it a great day, and we'll see you next time on Two Anatomy Geeks this Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We look forward to seeing you. Take care. Bye-bye.